G'day viewers, I want to share with you something that's been pissing me off a little lately, and a few people who've been paying attention on either comment threads or on Twitter will know I've been mentioning this. It's to do with a particular sort of moron who comments on YouTube videos, mine specifically. Now, because of my politics being to the left, I frequently get people on the right getting pissed off at me, often because I'm deliberately baiting them. Particularly when I'm talking on issues of bigotry or racism or prejudice, a lot of conservative bigots will really arc up. And I've said it before, not all conservatives are bigots, and not all bigots identify as conservative. And a huge number of bigots have got their heads so far up their ass, they won't even admit to what they are, despite how obvious it is to everyone around them. But see, that's an easy target for me. Picking on the right is an easy target because, well, I disagree with the politics, so when they say something stupid, they seem even more stupid to me. What's more interesting is when it's someone on the left who is a complete moron and just says really stupid things and is like, I'm supposedly on the same side as you, but holy fuck, I want to strangle you! Now, this is a complex political and social situation. So like many of these complex situations, it's far more fun if I address it by making a lot of cheap shots and using gross oversimplifications and generalizations. So this left-wingers, particularly young left-wingers acting like idiots, I like to call first-year uni student syndrome, because it's particularly prevalent in people who have gone to college or university for the first time. They've come out of school, which honestly does not usually promote open-minded and creditable thinking. Creditable's totally the wrong word, but I've done 10 takes of this and I'm not doing it again. Schools don't encourage complex, open-minded thinking. Universities arguably do within their own sort of doctrines. Now, a lot of these young people, particularly if they're doing something like sociology, they get exposed to these new ideas and it opens up their mind, blows their mind, and suddenly, wow! I have all this great secret knowledge now that the poor, unwashed masses don't have. Oh, how I pity them. Oh, how I must teach them the error of their ways. And oh, how you deserve a smack upside the fucking head for that attitude. I probably had it. It's so bloody long ago that I was a first year uni student. I don't remember exactly how bad I was, but I remember even then coming up against people that I just wanted to hit in the head with a brick. For instance, in the 80s, we were all still very paranoid about nuclear war. You know, the Cold War wasn't over. And I remember, I'm going to go to this nuclear disarmament group meeting. You know, I want us to disarm because nuclear weapons are scary as fuck. So I'm going to go to a nuclear disarmament group meeting because I agree with that idea. Until I went to a meeting with them, and it was this pack of idiots and hippies, and I am not exaggerating. They sat there saying things like, I think we should agree that nuclear weapons are a bad thing. Oh, you're a fucking genius. Why didn't I find you sooner in my life? And she's like, I went into that meeting a pacifist, and by the end of it, I'd come up with 15 different ways to kill the motherfuckers who were in that room. Like most things in the world, this is all about me. The reason I brought this up is because a couple of my recent videos, by recent I mean in the last couple of months, where I've touched on issues of race and racism and like, is the hey blackface thing racist? Is the KFC ad racist? I do get the occasional, just very rare moron who says the only reason I'm not wetting my pants completely about every possible perceived slight against non-white people is because I'm simply not as enlightened as them. I've actually had people essentially calling me a white supremacist. Say, oh, you say that you're progressive, but you're not as enlightened as me. If only you could throw off the shackles of your hidebound thinking. If I had shackles and I threw them off, the next thing I'd do is wrap them around your fucking throat and kick, pull and tuck till you are blue in the fucking face, okay? There are two things I'll say to people who disagree with me online. Actually, sometimes there's only one thing, with the people who are just completely obnoxious and offensive from the get-go, and they're either just deliberately trolling, or they're really just among the stupidest people on the planet. They just get told to fuck off straight out. But when someone really disagrees with me and just wants their view out there, usually I'll say, fine, I disagree. Sometimes I'll even say, I actually think that's really stupid, but I don't care you think that way. When they won't go on, there's only one thing I want to say to them. I'm sure you all know what's coming, so feel free to join in. You peanut-brained, mouth-breathing, inbred moron! I do not give